Clocks. This chapter is very useful for the students who are preparing for competitive exams and also for the students who are appearing for campus placements. We all know that there are three hands in a clock: hour hand, minute hand, and seconds hand. At 3 o'clock, we all know that minute hand is at 12. In 1 hour time, minute hand will rotate like this and will come to 12 again. So this is the angle made by minute hand in 1 hour or 60 minutes. We know this angle. This angle is angle in a circle. Angle in a circle is equal to 360 degrees. So angle covered by minute hand in 1 hour or 60 minutes is equal to 360 degrees. So angle covered by minute hand in 1 minute is equal to 360 by 60, that is equal to 6 degrees. Now I am going to divide angle in a circle into 12 equal parts. First part is 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and so on. So we are dividing 360 degrees into 12 parts. So each part is equal to 360 by 12, 30 degrees. So means angle between 1 and 2 is 30 degrees. Angle between 1 and 2 means line joining center to 1 and line joining center to 2. Angle between these two lines is 30 degrees. Similarly, between 2 to 3 also 30 degrees. Now, at 3 o'clock, our hand is at 3. After 1 hour, our hand will come to 4. So, this is the angle made by our hand in 1 hour. Just now we discussed this angle is 30 degrees because angle between 3 and 4 is 30 degrees. So, this is the angle made by our hand in 60 minutes or 1 hour. So angle covered by our hand in 1 hour is 30 degrees. So angle covered by our hand in 1 minute is 30 by 60, that is equal to half degree. Now let us discuss about the second hand. Now second hand is at 4. After 1 minute, second hand will again come to 4. So this is the angle made by second hand in 1 minute or 60 seconds. How much is this angle? This angle is angle in a circle, that is equal to 360 degrees. So angle covered by second hand in 1 minute or 60 seconds is equal to 360 degrees. Therefore, angle covered by second hand in 1 second is 6 degrees. Now I divided the space between 1 and 2 into 5 parts. Similarly, we can divide space between 2 and 3 into 5 parts, 3 and 4 into 5 parts. Earlier, we divided the circle into 12 parts. Again, each part is further divided into 5 parts. So, totally 12 into 5, 60 parts. So, circle is divided into 60 parts. Each part is called a minute space. Minute space means space covered by minute hand in 1 minute. In 60 minutes, minute hand covers complete circle. So circle is actually already divided into 60 minute spaces, means minute hand covers 60 minute spaces in 60 minutes, whereas our hand come to 4 from 3 in 1 hour. So space between 3 and 4 is divided into 5 minute spaces, means our hand covers 5 minute spaces in 1 hour, whereas minute hand covers 60 minute spaces in 1 hour. Tell me how many minute spaces minute hand covers more than our hand in 60 minutes. Minute hand covers 60, our hand covers 5, so minute hand covers 55 minute spaces more than our hand. For example, A equal to 7, B equal to, A is how much more than B? 5 more than B. Similarly, minute hand covers 55 minute spaces more than our hand in 60 minutes. Or time taken by minute hand to cover 55 minute spaces more than our hand is 60 minutes. So time taken by minute hand to cover 1 minute space more than our hand is 60 by 55, that is equal to 12 by 11 minutes. You remember this as a formula. We will use it later to solve the problems. Please subscribe my channel. Now let us do some problems. First model, what is the angle between the hands of a clock at 7:20? Hands means generally we consider minute hand and hour hand only. We don't consider second hand unless it is mentioned. If they mention second hand, then only we will take second hand. Otherwise, hands means we take hour hand and minute hand only. First, you consider 7 o'clock position. We know at this position, hour hand is at 7, minute hand is at 12. For a few seconds only, you assume hour hand won't move from 7 o'clock position. Now, after 20 minutes, minute hand will come to 4. Our end is at 7 only because we assume like that. Now, what is the angle between the hands? We know 4 to 5 angle is 30, 5 to 6 30, 6 to 7 30. So 3 that is 90 degrees. So angle between the hands at 720 is 90 degrees if our hand won't move from 7 o'clock position while minute hand is moving from 12 to 4 or it is covering 20 minute spaces. Tell me, is our hand at the same 7 o'clock position while minute hand is moving from 12 to 4? No, our hand also covers some space. Tell me, will it move towards 8 or 6? It moves towards 8. Suppose this is the hour hand 7:20 position. This is the hour hand 7 o'clock position. So this is the angle made by hour hand in 20 minutes. Earlier we discussed hour hand makes half degree angle in 1 minute. So in 20 minutes, how much angle it makes? So this is equal to 20 into half degree, 10 degrees. So this angle we have to find actually. This angle is 90 degrees we discussed, and this is 10. So this angle is 90 plus 10, 100 degrees. So angle between the hands at 720 position is 90 plus 10, 100 degrees. But there are two angles between the hands of the clock at any time. So this is one more angle, and sum of these two angles is 360. We know one angle is 100, so we can easily find the other angle. So other angle is 360 minus 100, 260 degrees. There is a shortcut method to find out the angle between the hands of a clock. First method we discussed, what we discussed till now is conceptual method. By using concept, we found both angles. So now we discuss shortcut method. There is a formula to find out the angle between the hands at any time. That formula is modulus of 30h minus 11 by 2m, where h indicates number of hours and m indicates number of minutes. Here time is 720, so h equal to 7 and m equal to 20. Substitute h value and m value in this formula, then it becomes 30 into 7 minus 11 by 2 into 20 becomes 210 minus 110 is equal to 100. This formula gives only one angle, just like previous case. By subtracting this angle from 360, we can find out the other angle. So other angle is 260 degrees. Now let us do one more problem in this model. What is the angle between the hands of a clock at 10:10? First you consider 10 o'clock position. So our hand is at 10, minute hand is at 12. Just like previous case, assume our hand won't move from 10 o'clock position. For a few seconds you assume like that. After 10 minutes, minute hand comes to 2. Now what is the angle between the hands? 10 to 11 30, 11 to 12 30, 12 to 1 30, 1 to 2 30, 4 that is 120 degrees. So angle between the hands is 120 degrees if our hand won't move from 10 o'clock position while minute hand is moving from 12 to 2 or it is covering 10 minute spaces. Tell me, is our hand at the same 10 o'clock position while minute hand is moving from 12 to 2 or covering 10 minute spaces? No. Our hand also covers some space. Tell me, will it move towards 11 or towards 9? It moves towards 11. This is our hand 10 o'clock position. Assume this is our hand 10:10 position. So this is the angle made by our hand in 10 minutes. So this angle equal to, we know in 1 minute our hand makes half degree angle. In 10 minutes it makes 10 into half, 5 degrees angle. This angle we have to find because this is our hand 10:10 position. This is minute hand 10:10 position. This angle we have to find. We know this angle is 120, but this angle is 5. So this angle is 120 minus 5, 115 degrees. But we know there is one more angle between the hands. This is one more angle, and we know sum of them is 360. So other angle is subtract 115 from 360. So this is 360 minus 115, that is equal to 245 degrees. So we got both angles. So for this also we can use second method, shortcut method. Formula we know modulus of 30h minus 11 by 2m. Time is here 10:10. So h equal 10 and m equal 10. Substitute h and m values in this formula, then it becomes 245. So we will get only one angle by using this formula. So to get the other angle, subtract this angle from 360, we will get second angle 115 degrees. Now let us see second model. In the first model, they gave time. We found the angle between the hands. In this model, they give angle. We will find out the time. At what time between 3 and 4 o'clock, the angle between the hands of a clock is 0 degrees or hands of the clock coincide. First you consider 3 o'clock position. Hour hand is at 3, minute hand is at 12. Assume hour hand and minute hand coincide between 3 and 4 at this position. And also assume the gap between 3 and this position, it has x minute spaces. You know, between 2 and 3 there are 5 minute spaces. Between 4 and 5 there are 5 minute spaces. Similarly, from 3 to this position there are some minute spaces. It may be 2 minute spaces or 1.5 minute spaces or something. We don't know how many minute spaces it has. That's why we are assuming in this gap there are x minute spaces. Now tell me, from 3 o'clock position to come to this position, how many minute spaces hour hand covered? Hour hand came from 3 to this position. This position we assumed it has x minute spaces, so hour hand covered x minute spaces from 3 o'clock position. Whereas minute hand at 3 o'clock, minute hand is at 12. To come to this position, how many minute spaces minute hand covered? From 12 to 3, minute hand covered 15 minute spaces. From 3 to this position, x minute spaces. So minute hand covered 15 plus x minute spaces. So hour hand covered x minute spaces, minute hand covered 15 plus x minute spaces. Tell me how many minute spaces minute hand covered more than hour hand. Minute hand covered 15 minute spaces more than hour hand to come to this position. Here I told you one thing. I asked you to remember, as we will use formula like later to solve the problems. What I told you there, time taken by minute hand to cover 1 minute space more than hour hand is 12 by 11 minutes. Time taken by minute hand to cover 15 minute spaces more than hour hand is 15 into 12 by 11 minutes, that is equal to 180 by 11 minutes. Means from 3 o'clock position to come to this position, minute hand takes 180 by 11 minutes. Means at that moment, after 180 by, from 3 o'clock position, after 180 by 11 minutes, minute hand coincide with hour hand. Means at that moment time is 3 hours 180 by 11 minutes. But 180 by 11 is improper fraction. That's why we have to convert into mixed fraction. If you divide 180 by 11, you will get quotient is 16, remainder is 4, divisor is 11. So it becomes, mixed fraction becomes 16 4 by 11 minutes. So 3 hours 16 4 by 11 minutes. To solve this problem, there are 3 methods. First method we already discussed. It is by using, we will find out the time by using the concept. Second method, third method are shortcuts. Second method mainly depends on the numbers where minute hand is in between. So by using those numbers only we'll find out. Now assume hour hand and minute hand coincide between 3 and 4 at this position. So time is between 3 and 4. So hour hand is between 3 and 4. To coincide with hour hand, minute hand also should be between 3 and 4 only. So these two numbers you have to consider. Minute hand is between 3 and 4. In 3 and 4, which is small? 3 is small. 3 represents how many minutes? 15 minutes. So answer will be 15 by 11. For example, if minute hand is between 6 and 7, in 6 and 7 which is small? 6 is small. 6 represents how many minutes? 30 minutes. So answer will be 30 by 11. For example, if minute hand is between 8 and 9, 8 and 9 which is small? 8 is small. 8 represents how many minutes? 40 minutes. So answer will be 40 by 11. So you have to consider the two numbers where minute hand is in between. Those two, by using those two numbers only, we have to find out the time, or we'll get the minutes only. But this method has one restriction. This method cannot be applied for all angles. This method can be applied only for the angles which are multiples of 30. Means 30 into 0. 30 into 0 for this angle also we can apply. 30 into 1, 30 into 2, like that. Means 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, 120 degrees, and so on. For these angles only, this method can be applied. For other angles, if angle is not a multiple of 30, we can apply third method. Third method we can apply for the multiple of 30 also. Third method can be applied for all angles. Second method can be applied only angles which are multiples of 30. Now, answer is 15 by 11. 15 by 11 is improper fraction. Convert into mixed fraction. That is 1 4 by 11. 15 plus 1, 16 4 by 11. So, at that moment, time is 3 hours, 16 4 by 11. Now, come to third method. In the first model, I told you one formula to find out the angle. Angle theta equal to 30h minus modulus of 30h minus 11 by 2m. The same formula we use to find out the time here. Here what is given? Time is between 3 and 4. When time is between 3 and 4, time will be 3 hours some x minutes. So h is 3 only. And also given hour and minute hand coincide. When they coincide, angle between them is 0. So theta equal to 0 and h equal to 3. Substitute these two in this formula, then we will get m value. Because theta is 0, modulus of something is 0 means the DH minus 11m by 2 0, that means that DH equal to 11m by 2, H equal to 3, so 90 equal to 11m by 2, M equal to 180 by 11, so it is improper, convert into mixed fraction, then we will get 3 16 4 by 11 minutes. So at this time hands of the clock coincide. We will do some more problems in this model in the second part of this chapter.